How's it going? All of the faithful viewers of the COVID Journal will know that in the last couple of weeks, it seems like the content has just kind of come to a crawl. And part of that, I think, is that um, just the COVID aspect of the journal is that everything is normal. This life now of staying home, working from home, all that is pretty normal. Of course, we've had some really horrible events in our city. The killing of George Floyd on Memorial Day was something that has happened repeatedly in our city and in our country. And it seems like in some way this one is different, that more people are being awakened to the racial injustice that is going on. Um, I've personally been just hit harder by it in terms of um, maybe having a deeper understanding of just how difficult it is to be a black person in the U.S. and in Minnesota. This has been a big topic of conversation in my job at the school. We stopped uh, any educational, well, like content-wise, uh, there was no requirements. It was all about connecting and giving space for students and staff to process and to try to learn from each other, and also recognizing that this is a long road ahead of us. So with that too, it's super exhausting work. Um, it's mentally draining, it's physically draining, and it'll continue. I'm super grateful to my coworkers who have taught me so much about their experience in America, especially my black coworkers, who just spoken very honestly about the fear that it is just to be out um, in the world. And that's one of the reasons I think that it's this particular incident has hit me the hardest, or of all of them that have come along, is that um, I have no fear of being killed by the police. And if I was in the same situation as George Floyd, and a lot of people have said this, um, I see no possible way that I would have died or that I would have been restrained in that way. So, yeah. So that'll be an ongoing topic of conversation and thought and action. I have to figure out how to move forward and how to move towards something better. Also, just the COVID journal. In the description of the COVID journal, when I first started, I wrote that this was a way to connect with students during the distance learning and also as we all adjust to COVID. And now that school is out, we just have a couple staff days next week, but all the students are done. I think this is a great time to transition um, maybe away from the COVID journal specifically and move more into the Constant Novice. So this is an idea that I had that describes me. I'm a guy who has always just liked to do a wide variety of things. And I can usually find some success doing it. I enjoy the process of figuring out the mechanics of it and the ways to make myself better. I've been challenged in particular this through the COVID journal with some of the things that I've tried to do, like learning to backflip and the the bigger barriers, mostly mental. I mean, probably 99% mental, that I still plan to overcome. But I'm a novice. I'm a pre-novice flipper. I'm a novice bike mechanic. I'm a novice mountain biker. I'm a novice gravel rider. I'm a novice runner. And so I think that's the direction that this journal and this channel will continue on, as I continue to explore ways to be new at things and constantly trying to get better, and maybe showing you all what works and what doesn't. Hope to proceed with joy and humility. Hope to proceed with justice and love at the core of what I'm doing. Thanks so much to everybody who's been watching so far, and I look forward to seeing you again. See you on the internet.